Equally important is getting the right orders to the right people. Let's take a look at Jane's order slip. She has it divided up into 4 sections, one for each guest. She has plenty of room to write down what each person is having for each course. Now, she just has to make sure that she enters the items correctly into the computer.
Here we go, lamb ravioli. Is everyone ready to order entrees?
John, there's only 3 ravioli there and there are 4 of us. Can you get us another ravioli so we all can enjoy it?
And I still need my lemon.
Okay, well, actually the ravioli only comes 3 to an order. I can have the kitchen make another order for you, and let me get that lemon for you right now.
But we don't need 3 more ravioli. We only need 1. Talk to the kitchen and have them just prepare 1.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll be right back.
Whoa, that was unpleasant. This entire situation could have been avoided if John simply let his guests know that there were only 3 ravioli in the appetizer. He could have suggested another order or checked with the kitchen to see if they could add an additional ravioli, and if so, for how much. Appetizers can be tricky. Usually guests want to be able to share the appetizers. It's a good idea to always keep in mind the quantity of certain appetizers when your table orders. If an appetizer has a set quantity that is fewer than the number of guests, you should let them know so that they can take that into account. On the other hand, if the kitchen is somewhat flexible with the quantity, just ask them for an extra or 2. Remember, you have to own the menu so that you can keep your guests well informed. Let's see how Jane's drinks and appetizers are coming along. It's important that she deliver the drinks in the proper order. Children first, then women, then men. It's also customary to serve all of the drinks to the guests from their right sides.
A Shirley Temple. Or Chardonnay.
I don't think that's right.
She did everything right there. She served the child first, then the women, and then the man. And she served them from the guests' right sides. Now, let's see what she would have done if they'd ordered a bottle of wine.
Looks perfect. Let's go ahead and open it.
Jane's doing well. She presented the wine to the person who ordered it. She's taken a step back to open the bottle out of the way of the guests. If possible, you should open the wine away from your body. But if you have to, you can rest the wine bottle on your thigh to provide leverage while you pull the cork out. Jane's now presenting the cork to the gentleman. He'll inspect it, she'll pour him a taste of the wine, he'll taste it and either give her the go-ahead to pour the wine or decide the wine has something wrong with it.
So what is playing tonight? Something.
Mother? Oh.
That's
I
good.
don't know which.
Notice that Jane pours the women first and the gentleman last.
We've got reserved seats, so just walk right.
Did you see that? Jane gave the bottle a half turn as she lifted it from the glass, and then she wiped the mouth of the bottle to prevent dripping on either the guest or the tablecloth. She also poured each glass half full, the appropriate amount. And she avoided touching the glass with the wine bottle. Notice that Jane places the bottle within reach of the guest who ordered the wine. This will allow him to further inspect the bottle if he wants, or pour the wine should Jane not be around.
Your appetizers should be ready in just a moment. Should I go ahead with the rest of the order?
Sounds great. Susan, why don't you start?
I'm gonna have your spinach and ricotta ravioli.
Excellent choice. We make those in-house. Would you like to start off with a light salad?
You know, I was looking at the salads and I couldn't decide. Could you recommend one for me?
Well, since you'll be having spinach in your ravioli, I would suggest a mixed field green salad with blue cheese and fresh strawberries.
That sounds perfect.
Now, would you prefer the raspberry vinaigrette or poppy seed dressing?
Poppy seed sounds good.
Okay. And for the young lady?
I'd like the tomato cheese pizza. Please.
Jane followed her table's lead and let them order in the order they wanted. She didn't force all of the women to order first and make the man order last. Remember, you always want to go with the flow of the table. Jane's guests are happy and satisfied. Jane let the guests know that their appetizers would be out shortly and encouraged them to order the rest of their meal without seeming pushy. If you're having difficulty determining if your table is ready to order, you can approach the table to refill water glasses. Usually, the leader of the table will let you know if they are ready to order. Another good cue is when the guest menus are closed on the table. Jane also followed the leader's tip as to whose order she should take first. Next, she used some excellent techniques to upsell salads. In fact, let's watch Jane take the order again and use some alternate upselling methods.
Does anyone have any questions about anything on the menu?
I don't think so. I think we're ready to order. Susan, why don't you start?
Well, I'm wanting something light, but I don't like tuna.
Well, my personal favorite light fare is the seared barbecue salmon. It comes with a side of julienne sliced vegetables and a tangy sauce that complements the barbecue perfectly.
That sounds perfect.
All right. Would you like to start off with a mixed field green salad with poppy seed dressing?
Can I get a half order?
Sure.
Great.
And for the young lady?
I'd like a tomato cheese pizza.
Excellent choice.
And I think I'll have the tuna special.
Our chef recommends medium rare. Will that work for you?
Sounds good.
And would you like to try a bowl of our signature shiitake mushroom soup?
That sounds wonderful. I think I'll take a bowl.
Oh, and I'll have the shrimp penne pasta special, and the salad with the Maytag blue cheese sounded wonderful, so I'll start with that, please.
Jane did a great job there. She helped her first guest decide on a main course and encouraged her to add an additional course of a salad. She was also able to upsell the gentleman to a bowl of soup. Those two upsells raised the table's bill by about 15 to 20%, and thus her tip by the same percentage. By simply using influential language, she has encouraged her guests to order more courses. Some good language to use. My regulars enjoy pairing. Or, did you want to try the signature soup to start with? Or, tonight we're featuring, or our chef designed. One thing you want to be sure of is that you don't go over the top. Don't be annoying with your attempts to upsell.